Hey guys, Sean Smallwood, divorce attorney here. Wanted to make a quick video about a extremely interesting news article I came across a few minutes ago. Kind of an off the cuff thing. Just wanted to bring this to you because I think that not only is it entertaining and crazy, but it also teaches us a little bit about divorce and family law, especially as it relates to payments that you're making to your spouse after the divorce. Okay. Nothing here is legal advice. Nothing here is meant to start an attorney-client relationship. For informational purposes only. All right. So the Mercy News has reported that a divorced man does not have to keep paying ex-wife after their divorce who tried to kill him with a hatchet. All right. So apparently this is just published a couple days ago. This is apparently a legit story and it's pretty crazy. Okay. So, as I read through this, it became apparent that these guys had gotten divorced, several years ago. The incident in question happened in 2015. So apparently when they got divorced, husband got custody of all four kids. And as part of their divorce settlement agreement, I guess husband kept the house to keep the kids in and had to buy the wife out in the first share of the equity. And that buyout was set to be $3,500 a month over about 60 months. So he made the first 15 payments under that. And according to the article, what happened? The wife tried to murder the husband outside of his dental practice, and he had one of the kids with him. All right. So she was hiding in his minivan, and her plan was to jump out and attack him and murder him when he was getting out of work in the parking lot. And the plan was foiled because their 9-year-old son went out to the car first. And so apparently she jumped out, was wearing a ski mask and camouflage, trying to conceal who she was, jumps out of the car, runs after the child and the dad, okay, the ex-husband, chases them into the practice. Apparently the whole time she's screaming to her child, "Get out of the way, I have to kill daddy." And the husband suffered multiple hatchet wounds to his arms and body, but he survived. He was okay. Mom was arrested. She spent a year in jail. Also, another part of this story is that the former marital residence was destroyed shortly before this in a mysterious fire. Super mysterious. But the big issue here is that as soon as that happened, the former husband stopped making his monthly payment to the former wife, to reimburse her for her share of the equitable division of the marital home. And so I guess when she got out of jail, she tried to sue him, or probably it was a motion for contempt filed with their divorce judge for enforcement of those payments. She wanted that money. She wanted to get her payments that he stopped making. And apparently this went all the way to the Massachusetts Supreme Court, which, is why an incident from 2015 is just now getting a ruling, because it takes a long time to go through the appellate courts and work your way up to the Supreme Court. But the state Supreme Court ruled that he did not owe her that money, that he did not have to pay the monthly payments for equitable division to her. The court's reasoning for absolving him of these future payments was that the wife's attempt to murder him constituted a violation of the covenant of good faith and fair dealing. All right. So this is really interesting because, as an attorney who does this kind of stuff every day, I don't do the appellate side, but I do the trial work side. I would have assumed, and I'll admit when I'm wrong, I would have assumed that the court would have went ahead and made him make due on that contract, that divorce agreement that they entered into, to pay her for her half of the home. I would have thought that her even commission of a crime trying to kill this guy would not have voided the ownership right that she had in the marital residence beforehand, and that she still would have been owed those equitable division payments for the house. But Massachusetts Supreme Court said no. She violated that covenant of good faith and fair dealing. So what does that tell you? Right? That tells you that in any other state in the United States that you live, of course, Massachusetts could be totally different from Florida, from California, from Georgia, from wherever you are. But that tells you that there's something called a good covenant of good faith and fair dealing that could present an argument to get out of those types of equitable division payments. Maybe they'll try to murder you, but what if they don't let you see your kids for 6 months? Could that constitute a violation of the covenant of good faith and fair dealing? I think these are really interesting questions and important questions that, people should be looking into. Obviously, keeping everything above board, never advocate for anything shady. You never want to pull the wool over the court's eyes. But hey, if there's a legal argument that you can play for you or for your own best interest, hey, I say that it should be explored. Anyway, guys, really appreciate your time hanging through the end watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, if you found this helpful, please hit that thumbs up icon, subscribe to this channel. My plan is to put out lots of interesting, entertaining videos about celebrity divorce and family law issues, interesting legal news, and just educational bits and pieces about the legal system. All right, guys, thanks again. See you in the next one.